After reviewing this week's various codes of ethics from the NBCC, ACA, and the Texas Code of Ethics and Rules and Regulations, I observed some similarities and differences in the wording of the different codes of ethics. In the ACA Code of Ethics, under receiving gifts, I found it interesting that counselors are able to receive gifts from clients as long as they recognize that it is in some way related to their culture and that these gifts are small gifts or tokens of respect and gratitude. It was also emphasized that counselors reflect introspectively and decide whether they should accept or decline a gift based on their own personal reasons for receiving the gift. And I found that interesting because that differed from the NCAAs, which said that counselors shall not accept gifts from clients except in cases when it's culturally appropriate and therapeutically relevant. That was very interesting to me, that on a national standard that counselors don't receive any kind of gifts. However, it did have the consideration for documentation, which was different from the NBCC and the ACA, that documentation was necessary on the national level versus ACA. I also found that in the Texas Code of Ethics for LPCs, that licensees shall not engage in activities for licensee's personal gain at the expense of a client. So to me, that kind of interrelated to the gifts sections that I had been reading and kind of finding similarities and differences within, in that clients aren't able to sway or buy things for counselors or licensees, or allow a client to pay for something on their behalf or gift them something on their behalf for own personal gain. I thought that was interesting, especially in that wording for personal gain, which leads me to believe that professional gain might be an option to engage in those kind of activities, but the Texas code is not very specific in that aspect. However, the ACA and NBCC were rather specific in what you can and cannot do as far as gifts and accepting and receiving items from clients.